O que acende a sua vontade de começar algo? Tem uma faísca em você que te chama para empreender, investir, dar novos rumos para sua vida. E para todos os seus começos, você pode contar com Santander Select. Um banco mais pessoal, mais próximo, mais humano. Um time de especialistas com olhar atento para cada momento da sua vida. Porque você sabe, só quem já deu muitos passos está pronto para continuar começando. Santander Select. Começa em você, começa agora.
Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to the Patriot Angle Podcast, a show about America's truth, unhinged, unfiltered, raw. Your host, Mike Gardner.
Circle back if there's more I can share with you, but I'll circle back with you if there's more to convey. I'll have to just circle back with you. We can circle back with I'm happy to circle back with you. I can circle back. I will have to circle back on that one. That's an excellent question. Oh, such an important question. We will circle back with you, and we'll circle back with you. It's an interesting question, but we'll circle back. I'm happy to circle back, but I'll have to circle back with you on it. It's a good question, but we'll circle back with you on this today. We will certainly circle back with you more directly. I hate to disappoint you, but I will have to circle back with you on that as well.
Welcome to today's show, everybody. Welcome to the Patriot Angle Podcast. I'm your host, Mike. That was the new press secretary for Biden and administration there, Biden and Harris, Jen Psaki. Basically, she's going to have to circle back. Yeah, she's going to have to circle back on that one. She's got to circle back on this one. She's got to circle back on that topic. Hell, she'll probably have to circle back on every single conversation that's basically being thrown at her. We got a lot to talk about today on the show. We have... I want to get into the latest vaccines. I want to get into the latest, mass saga. I want to get just a lot to talk about today. A lot of talk about today. I got into the whole Robinhood saga. Turn that off, Paul. Enough of the circle back. Oh, boy. Yeah, I got into the whole Robinhood saga the other day. Basically just, now Robinhood's CEO is defending decision to restrict trades on GameStop. Oh, boy. Oh, what's this? I really don't want to, bore my listeners with the whole Robinhood saga and everything else. It's the latest trend, through the news and the internet with this Robinhood GameStop stock scenario. It's just, it's crazy. Paul, can you play? Yeah, I'm going to play the sound clip here. Just a brief here on the show. And then we're gonna move on here because I thought I basically narrowed it down on my show the other day with the whole Robinhood saga. Robinhood. I mean, it's like, oh boy. I guess this is the far left. Their new agenda in the fake news. CNN and all the other mainstream outlets out there. That's their weekly trend this week is Robinhood. Paul, play sound clip number 5, please.
Move by an outfit called Robinhood, which is supposed to be taken from the rich and given to the poor, and doing exactly the opposite. That when the big guys, including one of your main investors in your company, started to lose, you shut down the game to starve the little guy. Fair criticism.
That's not what it is at all. We had to make a very difficult decision to protect our customers and our firm.
Why did you allow people to keep selling but not buying? The reason that is so troubling to people is that they were making money buying the stock because they were against the short side.
It's about us complying with the financial and clearinghouse deposits and regulations.
Then you know what you need? I'll give you some free advice. You need somebody who sets those requirements to come out and say that this is why this happened, because otherwise it smells bad.
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people, and, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together.
Do you understand people's anger, your customers' anger, given that essentially you changed the rules of the game right in the middle of the match, at the most important moment in the match, even if your terms and conditions allow you to do that?
I do, but when you say right in the middle...
I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to go right back. Folks, this is the far left, all right? And then you heard the CNN anchor there, Cuomo. Chris Cuomo is brother of the governor there in New York. They're right on the agenda to attack this young CEO of Robinhood, and he's defending this decision. To basically, I mean, it's like, I'll give you free advice. Since when do you have any recollection of how stock works? You work at CNN. Oh boy, this is crazy. This is crazy. It's nuts. You look at the GameStop stock here that jumped up to 1,267.09%. That's a big margin. And then right below that is AMC Entertainment plus 372.17%. Cost Corporate plus 1,179 plus 0.36%. And then Express at plus 451.65%. This is the activity, the trade activity through this Robinhood saga. And this is all the far left. That's what they do. That's what they do. They'll be talking about this crap for the probably next week or two. Yeah, I'm a little heated up. But is it one of these sagas like them against us? Yes, it's them against us. Yes, every single time somebody makes money, the far left, they jump right on it because they don't like that, folks. They don't like when you make a little moolah. There's more to it here. Oh, you got to listen to more of it.
Wait a minute. Who is saying all of those things? That sounds like some attempt at whipping up something populist that's not based in fact. Is there one person who is saying all of those things?
You don't have an honest market. A lot of folks get cheated, and a lot more folks just say, I'm not going into a market like that. I'm not going to participate. I'm not going to put my money out there.
The communications platform Discord has taken action against this. They've shut down the day traders, claiming that they're committing hate speech. In other words, if you do what hedge funds do, but you don't work at a hedge fund, you're a racist. Obviously. It's just the beginning.
All of this nonsense, all of this noise, all of this whining by Wall Street, it's making me sick. 140% of GameStop was short. I didn't hear one person on TV complaining about Wall Street trying to crush GameStop. You can't allow Wall Street to short 75% of a stock and nobody says anything, crush these companies into the dirt, and then when the individual investor makes money, everyone's up in arms. Oh, they're going to lose their shirt? Don't you think people are trading? If it traded 80 billion shares a day, people are ringing a register.
The lack of integrity in the system is the precursor that caused GameStop to be sold short 136%, and for people to try to pile on and destroy a company in front of our eyes. That to me feels wrong. That feels pretty un-American, if you ask me. Just because you're wrong doesn't mean you get to change the rules, especially when you were wrong, You got bailed out the last time. That's not fair.
Oh boy. I'm telling you, it's like, oh God, every single time, who cares? It's everybody's God-given right. You want to buy stock, buy stock. You want to, you want to waste money into something, that's your right. No one should have the right to that's the division we have in this country. That's the division. But what can you do? What can you do? Those that cause this anger, folks, action on part of the small investors by shorting and devaluing the stock should be in jail. Those should be in jail. That's my opinion. As all the thousands before them should be. And have been doing this for centuries. This is nothing new. This is nothing new, folks. Robinhood is owned by these huge Wall Street hedge funds, right? And they were losing money from their own company. This is a two-tier system, and they all need their licenses revoked and put in jail. They are no different than J.P. Morgan given a brief to destroy someone's stock and company to his gain. I mean, seriously, folks. They short a company to tank their stocks and destroy them. All the while they make money. Put them in jail. Put them in jail. No one's above the law in this country. No one is above the law in this country. I'm going to move on, folks. I'm not going to keep it going on this. I'm not.
I'll circle back if there's more I can share with you. But I'll circle.
Yeah, definitely. Like Jen says, Pasaki, she's going to circle back
with you if there's more to convey. I'll have to just circle back with you. We can.
Yeah, seriously, she'll just circle back. She'll circle back on the question, folks. We got a lot more to say here on the show. I don't want to bore my listeners today with the whole GameStop. I'm going to move forward with this next thing here. I want to talk more about the masking and then the coronavirus, and oh boy, you got to see they're trying to push this third stimulus payment. Oh, you got to listen in. It's just ball dropping here. We'll be right back, folks, on the show here. Don't go anywhere. Hey, folks, got to get to a new sponsor here on the show. Freewheel Farms. Anybody living in the Atlanta area, if you're looking for a farm, an urban farm, pretty cool one too in the city, look no further to Freewheel Farms. I happen to live near this great little business here that's run by young farmers. That know their stuff, folks. They know their stuff, and they know what's healthy for you. Head over there to Freewheel Farms. You can even check them out on their Facebook, Freewheel Farms, or freewheelfarms.com. They have everything from organic vegetables to just about anything that you're looking for. Very, very good stuff. They know everything about farming. They know everything about organics. I happen to buy from them from time to time, and they're very, very well down-to-earth type of people. So if you're looking for a good farmer's market even too, head over there to Freewheel Farms in Atlanta, Georgia. Folks, this is a really, really good small business, and if anything, any time for supporting a small business, that's the company to support. And I support Freewheel Farms. So head over there to today and basically check them out. All right, folks, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show, of course, the show. We're just opened up the show today. We're talking about the Robinhood stock, GameStop, all the saga stocks. I mean, for God's sakes, who cares? Who cares? But, the far left will be on that. I mean, that's their breadwinner now for the next week or two. until they figure out what the hell else to talk about, But not me. Not me. I don't bore my listeners. I don't talk about the same crap over and over and over. The far left might do it. The mainstream media might do it, the fake news, because they like doing that. That's all they know. That's all they know is hatred. Yeah. The mainstream news is not the same news that, you grew up with. Yeah, they talk about nothing but hatred. But on to other things. We're going to circle back on that, like, Jen Psaki says, the Biden press secretary. I thought that was kind of funny. I put that together, as the show opener. But I want to get into the stimulus check update. Now, here's the latest saga on this third stimulus check, and how the third check might bring your family more money. Oh, okay. I mean, that's, folks, if you really want to know my opinion on it, I don't think that the government needs to be printing money out, more money, to think that, the American people deserve, to have another stimulus, with this crisis that we've been going on for almost a year now here in the United States. Folks, we don't need a damn stimulus check. Let's just keep on printing money and keep on throwing the national debt to an historic high, that we get it to a level where we're not going to be able to basically take care of our own damn debt. I mean, needless to say, we have debt in other countries. I mean, let's worry about the debt that we have in our country first. Excuse me. Jeez, lack of words today. I'm sorry. But, I don't think we need stimulus. What I really think the federal government needs to do is stop with the damn lockdowns. Yeah, you keep on sugarcoating that the people are in a crisis and they're going through hard times. They're going through hard times because you have your damn states closed down. Mr. Mayors and Mrs. Mayors and Mr. Governors and Mrs. Governors of Democrat liberal states. Open your states up. You go to other states and they're following safety protocols. They're wiping tables down after everybody eats at the table. Stop with the damn checks and get people back to work. People don't want a freaking check by the government. They want to work. That's my opinion. I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, Paul, are we okay with that so far, right? Paul's shaking his head. I mean, he's right. Paul agrees with me as my producer here on the show. But I mean, open up the damn stores, open up the restaurants, and stop with the damn stimulus. I mean, what the hell is a $300, $600, $1,200 stimulus going to do? It pays a couple of bills. I've said it before. The first, the second. The first one was nice. Then after the second one, I mean, that was a bonus. But what are you gonna do? You're just gonna keep on printing money, and giving it to people, and with the sob story, we are here with you throughout this crisis. We understand how hard everything is going for you, and we understand the troubling times. You don't understand shit. Open up the damn states and stop with this stimulus check crap. No one wants stimulus. What is it going to do? It's not stimulating the economy. What would stimulate the economy is if you open up the damn restaurants and businesses that have been locked down for the last 10, 12 months. I mean, am I right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe people don't see eye to eye like I see things. I mean, I see things crystal clear. It's crystal clear. Open up the damn restaurants. Stop having people locked down like they're freaking peasants, like we're in a third world nation. And open up the damn restaurants. People are starving. A stimulus check is not going to do jack crap for anybody. Having people work and making real money, that's what stimulates the economy. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out, folks. It doesn't. It doesn't take a damn rocket scientist. But here's the latest saga here. Maybe people like to read this. I don't know. I think it's just a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's just but here it is. That first of all, this is the latest updates here. The number of the dependents you have was a major piece of the puzzle determining how much money your household received with the first and second stimulus payments. However, the government's definition of a dependent for the stimulus purposes isn't exactly incentive. Okay, folks, this is what could change with a future third stimulus check, which Congress is like near dear, folks. They're near deering to approve this third stimulus check, and a lot of people are going to be happy about it. Hey, yeah, free money. Well, folks, it's not really free money. It's your tax-paying money. It's not really free money. When somebody like the federal government gives you a check, whether it's from the IRS or, from the Treasury, it's tax-paying money, folks. It's really not money. You paid into it already. They're just basically giving you a refund, kind of like how you get your refund check, right? Everybody, oh, yeah, I'm getting extra money. You're not getting extra money. You're getting money that you put in from the previous year through taxes. You're just getting a percentage back. You pay 100% of the taxes. You get what, like 60, 70% back. I mean, that's how it works. Same thing with the stimulus. It's just tax money. That's all. That's all it is, folks. That's all it is. But, there's some good news. There's some good news at the end of the tunnel here. It seems possible that a third payment could bring in more money for your family by including your young adult and older adult dependents in calculation. However, here's the punchline here. However, that third check also faces an early challenge. Oh, yeah. The IRS deadline to send out the second stimulus payments of $600 a person has already passed. So hopefully everybody got their $600 stimulus checks. Oh, whoopity-doo. What did it do? It paid a couple bills. It's, nothing crazy about that. Like I said, open up businesses and allow people to work and make a living to provide real money for their families, not this stimulus crap. But understanding the current eligible requirements and how they could change in the coming weeks may help you figure out if you got the right amount in your first and second check, and can help you determine how much you get in this third payment. So basically, this is what they want to do. They want to keep on rolling out stimulus checks to make all the Americans happy. Yeah, like the stimulus is gonna basically help somebody. But, are we still seeing lockdowns? Are we still seeing mask mandating? Are we still seeing social distancing? Yes, folks. We are still seeing this. We're in 2021. Remember back in March? Let's rewind first, okay? Remember back in March? It was maybe a little bit earlier than that. Don't know the exact timeline, but it was right around March, right, folks? Remember around March, that quack of a doctor, Fauci, right? Which is on me. Believe it or not, this guy, folks, is the highest paid federal doctor, scientist, whatever the hell you want to call him, in the federal platform, so to speak. Yeah, believe it or not. I mean, this guy, the money he made in 2019, it's on me. I mean, how he went from one saga to the X, I mean, it's on me. What do we hear first? Folks, it's just going to be 2 weeks. We got to slow the spread, social distance, use common sense. Hopefully this will be over and done with in the next 2 weeks. What did 2 weeks go into? 2 weeks then went into a month, right? Social distance, and then and then he introduced the masks. 30 days later, right? Everybody has to wear these masks on their face. Oh, and then from from April, it went all the way up till the summer into Thanksgiving. Oh, they even politicized the coronavirus for Thanksgiving. Oh, Thanksgiving's going to be a super spreader. You cannot. I highly recommend, and this coming from the CDC and this quack doctor of Fauci, telling everybody that they don't recommend family members to socialize for Thanksgiving. Yeah, they basically canceled Thanksgiving. Yeah, a lot of people were pissed off, including me. They did the same thing with Christmas, this past Christmas. We highly recommend no one gather for Christmas. Small gatherings, only your immediate household. No family or friends or immediate family members, such as uncles, aunts, cousins, brother-in-laws, family, friends, co-workers. We highly recommend that you only celebrate with your immediate family. Folks, when will this ever end? When will this ever end? It's on me. I mean, folks, this is going to go on and on and on. I'm telling you. When the sooner this ends is when you, the American people out there, wake the hell up and understand what your federal government is doing. Be right back after these words, folks. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, shows today is sponsored by Spotify. Spotify, what a great app. Not only do I use it for my show here, the Patriot Angle podcast, and also the Patriot Brief, but I also, in my leisure time, love to listen to the podcast on there as well, with the shows, even the music. And what's great about Spotify, guys, is you can create your personal playlist and listen to it anywhere you go. If you're low on data, or if you just don't want to use your data, you can download your playlist right to your phone, your iPhone, your Android, and listen to it offline. So you don't really need to listen to it with your data on your personal phone's carrier service. What I also love about Spotify is their premium service. The premium service, folks, if you're not into the ads, sign up for Spotify Premium. What is it? It's basically their upgraded service on the app, and you can bypass all the ads, because trust me, folks, there's times where I don't even like listening to the ads on any of the platforms that we have today. So download Spotify. You're going to love it, folks. It's like cutting edge. Everything you could possibly think of, it's on the Spotify app. Podcasts, shows, music, everything. Download it today, guys. You'll love it.
Stimulus plan. They're not going to get on board with this. Mitt Romney among them, who says we just passed a program with over $900 billion, and some people say the price tag is just way too big. So how does President Biden expect to get this passed with bipartisan support, and how does that fit into his broader message of bipartisanship, proposing something like this? It's that big.
Well, I think it fits perfectly into his message of bipartisanship. He wants to work with Democrats and Republicans to address the crises that the American people are facing, whether they live in red states or blue states, or Democrats or Republicans. The package was designed based on recommendations from health experts, from economists. It's been applauded by everyone from Senator Bernie Sanders to the Chamber of Commerce. And there are specific pieces in there that are meant to serve as a bridge for the American people, including a large percentage of it that's for unemployment insurance, funding for vaccine distribution, something that is pivotal, as we've already been discussing here today, for reopening of schools. So part of the discussion we'll be having with members is what do you want to cut? And this is a plan that he feels addresses the crisis at the moment.
One quick follow-up on that. The work of the Senate is being held up by this dispute over the filibuster. Where does President Biden come down on that? Does he think that there should not be a filibuster so that the Senate could move forward with its work?
Well, the president-elect spoke just yesterday, as you all saw, about the spirit of working together and bipartisanship to confront the 4 crises facing us. You've already seen him work with Republicans and Democrats and work toward a bipartisan approach to passing packages that will address the crises we're facing, and that certainly is his priority and his preference. So that's what he'll continue to work on day 2 of the administration. Go ahead, Mike Scheer.
Okay, see, you can call her.
I just gave you a hard time. Go ahead.
That's fine. So I want to push you a little bit more on that question. Like, if there's this call for unity that the president made in his speech yesterday, but there has so far been almost no fig leaf even to the Republican Party. You don't have a Republican cabinet member like President Obama and I think President Clinton had. The executive orders that he's come out the gate have been largely designed at erasing as much of the Trump legacy as you can with executive orders, much of which the Republican Party likes and agrees with. You've put forth an immigration bill that has a path to citizenship but doesn't do much of a nod towards the border security, and you've got a $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill that has, as folks have said, already drawn all sorts of criticism. Where is the actual action behind this idea of bipartisanship, and when are we going to see one of those, sort of substantial outreaches that says this is something that, the Republicans want to do too?
Well, I guess what I would send back to you, there's a lot in there, so let me do my best here. But, Mike, is unemployment insurance only an issue that Democrats in the country want? Do only Democrats want their kids to go back to schools? Do only Democrats want vaccines to be distributed across the country? He feels that package is designed for bipartisan support. I will also say that we have also had some positive developments on our confirmations and our nominees. Last night, as you all saw, the president's nominee, now confirmed first female leader of the intelligence community, was confirmed with a vote of 84 to 10. You can check me on that, but an overwhelming vote. We've seen progress today on the nomination and hopeful confirmation of Lloyd Austin. So there is movement supported by both sides of the aisle and members of both parties. I think if you talk to Democrat or Republicans on the Hill, which I know many of you do, they will say they're not looking for something symbolic. They're looking for engagement. They're looking to have a conversation. They're looking to have a dialogue. And that's exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do, folks. That's exactly what he's going to do. She's pretty much like, we don't care about Republican politicians. We care about Republican citizens. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, basically, that's what they're going to do, folks. That's what they're going to do. So, they're laying out these policies, okay? They're laying out policies on what they're going to do. They're rolling out COVID policies. They're rolling out, this president, folks, he goes from one thing to the next. One thing to the next. You see him the other day. What was it, about 4 days ago, right, Paul? 4 days ago. Correct me if I'm wrong, right, Paul? 4 days ago? Maybe 5 days ago. I don't know. We have to look it up. Is it 5 days? 5 days ago. Paul's corrected me. 5 days ago that this president said one thing about bipartisan, right? Oh, we have to be more bipartisan. We have to try to talk to our Republican colleagues. We have to basically understand each other on a simpler yet understanding side. And then, 30 minutes later, he was like, that's just like, goes against what he just said. Who's really running the show here, folks? Is it Biden? Is Inner Circle? The Harris machine, the Pelosi machine? Because you can't get one-sided with Joe. He says one thing, and it's like 10, maybe 20 minutes later, he's saying something else. It's like he's cross-examining his own self. Pretty much. I had to find the words there for a minute. But folks, it's just like American citizens, right? They need financial support. Not politicians, not lobbyists, not corporatists, not people in the umbrella. Okay, what I mean by the umbrella, the government umbrella. Okay, we're big boys and girls, folks. I think by now we know how to take care of ourselves. We don't need somebody to tell us to social distance. We don't need somebody to tell us that we have to wear masks. We have to put our faces in our elbows when we sneeze, or walk a couple feet away if we have to sneeze or cough. Cover your mouth, boys and girls. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure you social distance. I mean, this is stuff, folks, that we're taught when we're children, right? I mean, seriously, right? Right? I mean, does a grown man or a grown woman need to be taught how to take care of themselves? They're grown men. They're grown women. Folks, this is getting far-fetched. This whole coronavirus is getting a little neurotic, okay? There's a lot of questioning in the coronavirus COVID right now, okay? First, like I said earlier in my show, I said we were taught about 2 weeks. 2 weeks went to a month. Where are we at now? We're 12 months into this pandemic. There is a lot of folks, including myself, that is questioning the coronavirus. Is it a cover-up to something? Are they telling us some stuff that they're really not telling us? I think that's what they're doing. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. They're misleading the American people. Well, yeah, that's the far left. That's what they do. That's what they do. So, thank you for not spending half of your time kissing the far asses. Pretty much. I mean, I'm sorry I said it like that, but I mean, pretty much. It's like, the American people are so controlled now from this thing. I mean, did you hear what they're doing now with masks? Now, CDC guidelines are rolling out more suggestions on mask wearing. Yeah, they want to double up masks. Yeah. So now after like 8 months of people wearing masks, now they're saying, one mask is not good enough. We need to double up the masks. Maybe we can slow the spread even further if you double it up. Sooner or later, it's going to go from 2 masks to 3 masks to 4 masks, then to 10 masks. Then you'll be wondering why people are passing out in the middle of the summertime because they can't fucking breathe. Oh boy, I'm telling you, folks, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. And yes, this show is for mature audiences only. I say that in the beginning of my show for reasons. Because I think maybe me, including maybe a few others, folks, I speak my mind. I'm a very conservative patriot, okay? So if this show offends you, it's not for you. It's not for you. Go somewhere else. If it bothers you, go somewhere else. You're not hurting my feelings. You're not breaking my heart, okay? But folks, this is getting bad. This is getting very, very bad. Okay? Like I said, sooner or later, they're going to be advising people to wear double mask, triple mask. I seen where the radical left was going on this. I seen where their agenda was going on this from the moment I seen it take place back in March of last year. Okay? Fast forward almost a year into this whole ordeal. Okay, folks, we are 10 months into this government politicized pandemic. Okay, because that's what I've been calling it from the get-go. It's a government politicized pandemic because all they want to do, folks, is silence you. They want to have you believe that you need the government and the government is for you. Folks, that is not the way our bedrock principles were designed. We were never designed that way. This is not America, folks. This is not the way it's supposed to be. It's not. Save me the time, folks. Where is this question when it's on the other foot? Does the GOP or anybody in the federal government ensure they have their other voices and a stamp and approval from their political opponents? No, because we've seen that from year after year after year, time after time, campaign race after campaign race. You say one thing and it's the other way around. Folks, the radical left will never get their approval on anything from common sense folks. If you agree with their agenda, you're just as blind as they are. You might as well just crawl under the rock that you've been living under for the last 10 months and understand that everything is fine and we'll sing Kumbaya later on in the field somewhere. Folks, it's not supposed to be like this. And why should we play with the rules? This is another agenda of them versus us, or us versus them. I got into earlier today in the podcast, earlier on the show today, the episode here, the current one, of the whole Robinhood saga. An example of us versus them. Hedge funds going against private investors investing their hard-earned money. Okay? If you don't agree with their agendas, you will be the next one that's targeted. They'll be calling you a racist or a bigot or a white supremacist or this and that. Folks, this will never end until we stop tolerating this nonsense of garbage and putting our voices in to tell them, hey, enough is enough. Stop this nonsense. Stop it. Folks, there's other countries out there. I was just reading an article, okay, about face masks and social distancing. Other countries, Italy. I think Italy the other day was what? I got to read the article here. Italy, okay, was basically they just basically stopped. They stopped. They just stopped. With the whole nonsense. Yeah, I mean, you can look it up. I don't know how true it is. I mean, it seems pretty true. I mean, you listen to other countries out there, they don't have half the problems that we have. Yeah, they're dealing with a little bit of the corona, but they're not dealing with the whole thing. In Italy, folks, like I said, you can look this up. I looked it up on Breitbart. Breitbart is pretty accurate. Okay? In Italy, 50,000 restaurants decided to open at the exact same time. No masks, no bullshit. The government has given up within 24 hours and officially removed all restrictions, folks. The Italians are proving what you should already know. That this is bullshit, and the only way it ends is when people stop tolerating it. The government is destroying your life and saying it's to keep you safe. Safe from what? Income, family, joy? Wake up. Wake up, people. It could be simple. Everything could be simple if you just understand what's going on. Understand what's going on with your federal government and understand that this is, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. Exactly. Car going by. That's another person driving by because they're fed up. Thanks, Paul, with the sound clip. Folks, the radical left, folks, they don't care about fair elections. Okay, we understood what happened with the last election. So much fraud. I talked about it numerous times on my show. Numerous times. That was the plan. That was the agenda. It was revenge to get back from the 2016 general election. Their power warrior, Hillary, lost. The American people woke up in 2016. Where did they go, folks? Where did they go? Where are the conservatives today? Where are they? Where are they? We are losing more conservatives, folks. More conservatives on a daily basis. They are getting so brainwashed by this radical left regime of a machine that it's like everything, our core values, our simple beliefs, everything is being flushed down the toilet, even including free speech. You say something right now and you're looked at like you're the most craziest person in the world. Crazier than the far left? Yeah, that's what it seems like. Republican citizens, like the white nationalists, white supremacists, and domestic terrorists. Yeah, that's what they're calling Republican citizens. They're calling them white nationalists, white supremacists, and domestic terrorists. Yeah. Does Joe Biden care about these people? Not unless those people understand his agendas. Oh, if you understand Joe's agendas, then you're okay. You're okay. You're okay in Joe's world. If you're delusional, right? You're delusional like Joe? Sure, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. But where does it stop, folks? Where does it stop from here? It stops when you stop tolerating it and speak up. Speak up. Don't be afraid. You won't go to jail. It's called free speech. You know, it's part of the those amendments that those old people signed a few hundred years ago. Yeah, that's why we live in a constitutional republic. People need to start remembering that. This is a constitutional republic. It is not a communist country like other countries in the world. We are a constitutional republic. Wake up, folks. It's my closing. Hope everybody enjoyed today's show. And as always, we'll see you on the next one. Remember, if you want to listen to any of my podcasts, current or past, you can hear them on the Spotify app, Anchor, or anywhere you hear a podcast, including my Facebook page, and soon to be branching over to Twitch, our brand new home. So tune in for that. That's going to be an awesome show. We should have that up and running in the next coming weeks. Also, next Wednesday, tune in on my Facebook page as I will have a special co-host on the show. Should be very, very interesting. Known the guy forever. Has a lot of conservative views, opinions, thoughts. Love to have him on my show. I'm going to have him on my show this Wednesday night. So tune in to my Facebook page. It's going to be a live episode, roughly about 7 p.m. With that being said, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you on the next show. Thanks a lot, guys.
You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast, an Anchor platform.